I've really been resonating here lately with the law of reflection. You know, it's basically whatever you are feeling and internalizing and thinking over and over is basically what shows up in your reality. So, what's going on in your inner reality shows up in the outer reality. And it's not so much to say the very thing that you were feeling and thinking shows up, but it's some type of combination of things that show up in your reality that adds to the annoyance, the anger, the pain, the fear, the sorrow, the whatever it is. And, it's whatever situation that reality will add to how you feel because you're magnetizing that to you to a degree. And, a lot of us just do it on autopilot. Like, we're prone to be negative without thinking about it. We have a reaction to something someone says, and then we just go into fight or flight mode without even thinking about it, without even processing, without even, thinking if it's necessary to even entertain fight or flight mode. So, yeah, like reality really does react to your inner state, and it gives you more of what your inner state is. So, like, if you're pissed off all the time, you're irritated all the time, and this is a great example right here. You're always walking around with a chip on your shoulder. You're trying to prove that you're this hardcore thug and you'll mess everybody up who, you know, messes with you or who you perceive to be coming against you or whatever. Then you're going to get more of that in reality. Like, you're going to constantly be thinking, people are messing around. You're constantly going to be thinking you got to be this thug. You're constantly going to be feeling and thinking you got to, act and behave this way. And then reality will start to reflect those feelings back to you. So you'll start to see, like, maybe you'll see someone commit a certain behavior and it makes you say, aha, see, this is why I'm the way that I am. Aha, look what they did over there. Ah, look at how they're talking, or look at this, or look at that. And, it's going to give you confirmation. Reality will confirm what you're feeling. It is true because I lived this for many years. Like, I had anger problems, and I was a negative Nancy that didn't know how to raise his vibration and get on a higher frequency of consciousness. It took me many years to get on a higher frequency of consciousness, and I had to walk through hell to get there while still in hell trying to find heaven. Okay? And not everybody has to go through that. Some people find heaven, um, I don't want to say easy, but they don't have to walk through as much of a fire. But yeah, like, you know, if you are trying to be the best version of yourself, um, then you're going to see more opportunities for that in your reality. If you're trying to change your career or this or that, depending on how much you focus on it and how you feel about it and how you direct your intentions and your feelings and your actions and all that, you know. But basically, like, if you're doing the work to be the best version of yourself, then you're going to see more opportunity for you to be the best version of yourself in your reality. So that's all I'm saying, basically. The law of reflection is real, and we all got to start using it a whole hell of a lot more than we do, because a lot of us are just on autopilot, and you wonder why shit just happens and it seems like it's out of your control and you can't do nothing about it because you're constantly feeding that, as within, so without. We are connected to all of reality around us. I mean, it just is a fact. It really is. Like, each and every one of us are an integral aspect of reality itself, of the universe, etc. You know? So we got to start wielding that power in a much smarter manner than what we have. Create your reality. Don't destroy it unless you want to destroy your reality. Don't do it subconsciously and then wonder why shit's happening that you don't want. You got to start thinking. You got to start becoming more conscious.